high, but baby, if you want, he'll go down low. Doing a podcast on a random Thursday night. Girl, this blow, he's gonna make you feel alright. I know the manager, he knows what's going down. He'll make you laugh, but he damn sure is not a clown. I know the manager, and this man, he's got clout. He's gonna make you scream, you know he'll make you shout. He's gonna make you scream, he'll know he'll make you shout. I know the manager, yeah.
What up? It's another episode with I Know the Manager. Boy, it's gonna be an episode, this one. Oh man, I just haven't heard anything like this before. Now welcome to the newest episode of I Know the Manager. Breaking news, I am moving to California. What part, you ask? I'm going to move to LA. Why? Because I've always wanted to live in California. And two, because I do comedy. Sometimes. When I get asked to. Or other times I just go to open mics when I want to. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I don't even want to. So, I'm going to move to LA. Actually, next month. August 18th. I'm leaving. August 8th. Yeah. August 18th. Hopefully, I'll be in town the 21st. Something like that. 20th. Which will be like a Thursday or Friday. Got a few gigs lined up before I leave. Huntsville. I got one in Nashville. And 3 in Huntsville. Something like that. But all you got to do is just go to I Know the Manager page, www.iknowthemanager.net, and then click on schedule, and I have the addresses, what type of show, all that, what town it is. Most of them are free, so you get to see me for free before I leave. Just letting you know that. As soon as I get down there, I'm going to get a job. I do got things in motion. I do have money and stuff like that. Don't rob me. So don't worry about, what is he going to do? Everybody's asked me a million fucking times, what are you going to do? I'm going to get a job, which I've called my job that I work at now down there, and they said, just come in, we'll talk then. And then that was the first time. Then the second time I called him, he said, we'll work something out. So I am 90% sure I got a job. I don't know how many hours, what I'll be doing. I don't think it'll be what I'm doing now, which is fine. I want enough to be able to afford a place and pay my bills that I have now. I want to work as minimal as possible, and I would like to go touring a lot more. If that's a thing that I can do, I would love to do that. If not, I'll live in my car and I will tour. That last part was a joke. But seriously, if it comes down to it, I will live in my car. Just letting y'all know that. I don't think it's going to come to that. I'm pretty responsible and pretty good at doing stuff. If you haven't checked out Monolith Radio, that's MONOLITH radio.com. I'm on there now. So you should go check it out. Look under if you go to programming, a little list will pop out and it'll say comedy. Scroll to comedy, and then boom, I Know the Manager pops up. Check me out on Spice Radio every day, really. But new episodes drop on there. I think at 10:30 or 10 o'clock around there. If it ain't 10, it's 11. So you should check that out every Friday. Or you can just check my website out every Thursday, and I can almost guarantee you every Thursday I'm going to have a new podcast drop. I'm looking forward to getting some new faces on this podcast when I move to LA. That's very exciting. Just really anybody. So if you're from LA or you're on my route, because I will have to go through Texas. I think I'm taking I-10 pretty much straight there. If you are on I-10 and not too far off, I might stop at your house and do a podcast. So if you email me at iknowthemanager@yahoo.com or just Facebook message me at IKnowTheManager. Yeah, it's all one word. Let's see what else. So I'm on them radio stations. I want to be real with you want to be real, I hate reading. I think it's stupid, waste of my time. Hold on, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's stupid for other people to do it. For me, I think it's stupid for me to read. I don't have a lot of time to be reading. But I tell you what I do have time for. I have time for Audible, guys. I will let people read my books to me is what I got time for, because I got a 35-minute drive to work and a 35-minute drive back. So what I do is I download some books off Audible. Why am I saying this? Because I want to help you help me keep this podcast free. My website is coming up where I'm going to have to redo it pretty soon. It's a little steep. So if you could, go to www.audibletrial.com/IKnowTheManager. I tell you what, and then sign up for free. Well, how does that give you money? Because if you sign up using that, you can get a 30 free day trial. Yes, that is correct. 30 free day trial and a free download. Any book, free download. I don't know what's, there's a bunch of new books out. So please help me help you with a 30 free day trial and a free download. One free download at www.audibletrial.com/IKnowTheManager. Now pause the podcast and go do that. And what you could do, I'm going to whisper this in there. Psst, what you could do is, before the 30 days is up, just cancel it. I don't care. I just need my money, is all I'm saying. I need some money because I'm fixing to go to LA. It's going to be really hard, and I want to keep this website up. It's very accessible. So please help me help you. You've been a lot of support. Or if you just want to donate to me, you go to IKnowTheManager.net. You'll see a PayPal button over there on your right-hand side. You could donate $1, $5, whatever. Please, if you want to donate me some money, that would help me out. And it's not going to pay me. I'm strictly trying to just pay this website and keep this up at least. Last few years I've had to pay it. I've paid for a lot of equipment. I really don't ask a lot when it comes to money, because I try to keep this podcast free, but it does cost me to keep it up. In the last 2 years I've been paying it. So year and a half. I'm going to say year and a half, maybe, not 2 years. So please help me out. So we got two special guests on tonight. They're actually doing a show in Huntsville that you're going to miss, or hope if you're listening to this, you did not miss it, because it's free. We have Dusty Slay and Brad Hinderliter. Very funny comedians. Dusty's been on tour for gosh knows how long. He's got an album out. He's been on Last Comic Standing, and man, he's a very funny man. And Brad hitting it with #Slated for Dusty Slay. Brad hitting it with the crowd work. I've seen him a few times, and he's got jokes, but his crowd work is, I think he can just go on tour and just do straight crowd work, and he would be fine. Doesn't have to have a thing prepared, for real. Very funny man. I'm glad I'm getting to do this podcast with him before I leave. I hope that there's a few podcasts that I've tried to do since I've been on here. The dating one's going to have to wait. But there's a few people that I've want to do a podcast with before I leave, and hopefully I will be able to do that. I'm supposed to do one on a boat, and then someone else, two other people, and I was on their podcast, Blow Your Pod. I want to get them guys on. I'm just really cut for time from now until I leave. But I got the hitch on, okay? Gave my guinea pig away today. Reserved the U-Haul trailer. Paid my mom the money I owed her for, helping me out one time. I have done a lot of things to get out of here. What inspired this? I was watching an episode. I went through Lost all the way again, and I was like, it's my destiny to go to California. That's kind of how it happened. But no, really, I've wanted to go to California for years. If you followed me, you know that I've talked about it all. Every now and then I'll bring it up. But finally, I get to do it. I remember 3 years ago I was trying to go. It just wasn't time, and I didn't go. and now it's time. I'm ready to leave this place. I'm going to do these last gigs. So check me out before I leave. Continue to support me. The podcast will continue on. Rain, sleet, or snow. Or if I die, because I think they're on YouTube too. So, you know what I mean? Just keep on listening to me. Appreciate all your support. Let's get to this podcast. Let's get right to it. Hashtag we're going to slay it.
World Wrestling Entertainment.
Hi.
I just picked this up like it's my house. This
Check,
could have been like
check.
abortion pills or something. I'm just like, I just picked it up like I'm at home or something.
Well, I
That
feel
could be
like
personal medication.
I feel like if it's out here right now, it's conversational pieces, right?
Yeah, everything's conversational. We can talk about this Neosporin.
Yeah, never, who knows? We might even need a little of that.
Yeah.
I got some cuticles that are bleeding from time to time.
I got one right now.
Yeah, this is theanine serene with relora. Calm mind.
Don't use that with words on.
Yeah, I can't read. Other ingredients: sorbitol.
I think it's made up. I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's not real ingredients. Like, I'm 34 and I've never heard of any of these words.
Oh, poison ivy.
Theanine serene.
Itch relief.
So this is like weed pills. Is this on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
I just been sound. I mean, I might not delete it. I don't know.
No, this is great. This is riffing. This is what you do.
It's probably the best.
Who's got poison ivy? I don't have poison. We don't even have poison ivy around here.
Well,
You never know.
For some
Gotta have it out, though.
treats all kinds of rashes.
You get caught in a bush, you gotta run in, you gotta know where it's at.
The neighbor walks in. You got any poison ivy? I got you.
Syphilis. Treats syphilis.
Does it?
I think syphilis is on the inside.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a rash.
It's a drying cream. Poison ivy, oak, and sumac drying cream.
Well, whoever was touching that before obviously had a rash, and now you're touching it.
Yeah.
It's your house. Why is it?
No, I just stay in the room mainly. I never get out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty solo type.
Who lives in this house?
Me and her. Yeah, she needed a roommate, and I needed to get out of my apartment because the
Okay.
lease was up. But then next month I'm
I
moving.
assumed that was your wife when we
No.
Okay.
I thought that too.
Do we look? Okay.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
weren't like hugging up or
Yeah.
anything, but we walked in. It's a pretty nice house.
Yeah. I like the house.
And you
Yeah.
guys, and it's vacuumed. Like,
Oh, I vacuumed before we came here. I was like,
Yeah.
Dusty and Brad's coming. At least there's a big
Class it up a little bit. You know?
yeah, that's
Nothing but the best for us, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me more upset than a dirty floor.
Yeah.
We would have walked right the fuck back out.
Yeah. Oh, what is this?
Like, hey, man, what you call us when you vacuum that bitch? Keep this, man. This is gold.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best
Gold,
part.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the best part.
Didn't do the dishes. What?
Yeah. Done.
Original ointment. This is
the OG.
This is the original ointment here. This is
The first ointment ever?
yeah. Ointment's a weird word, huh?
Like,
Yeah, it is.
Egyptians probably did it with crocodile dung
Yeah.
and Nile mud.
Ask doctor before use if you have deep or puncture wounds, animal bites, or serious burns.
Oh, shit. The
Got bit
puncture
by a
job.
dog. Put some of that Neosporin on it. Just go sit down.
King Cobra got me. Got deep puncture wounds from an animal.
Can't stand. Just put some of that Neosporin on it.
Don't use none of the anti-itch cream.
Yeah, yeah. And then take some of this
And
theanine
then
serene
calm
with Relora to
down.
calm down. You can't get all excited from that cobra bite. This is good, man.
Give it about 3 days.
I feel like we're in, what was that movie? Usual Suspects. We're doing some Kaiser Sose shit
yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Talking about the room, man. Simplify, you know? You
My
got a
last
dream.
name Simplify.
Simplify.
And when we leave, you look and you go, oh, you got that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So, scented candle and,
Got that Senate. It's almost out, isn't it?
You got a dream.
you got a
We
dream,
got that,
man.
We got that PlayStation.
Yeah.
My name is
It's
Brad.
never played.
Brad
Seems like it's
PlayStation.
running right now.
It is. I never play it. I got one in my room that I never play.
What do you think they got going on
Is it a
It
DVR?
feels like it's probably fucking
You
up
don't
the
think-
air conditioner.
Oh, maybe that's it.
It's heating up the
Fuse.
room.
The air conditioner and the PlayStation. Grand Theft Auto is the only video game I like.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
The
that's
only one I like.
the new one. You played the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's the last one I
The
played.
greatest thing
Yeah,
I've ever played.
yeah. I like the. I didn't get the update to do a lot of the missions though. Like I heard you can you jumping with a parachute and doing something. Is that a thing on there?
You can
I'm sure,
put in a code to just fall. And it starts you just falling from the sky. And if you don't have a parachute, you either have to land in the water or you just die.
Splat.
I would just want to die.
Yeah, well, I did it a bunch of times. Crashed into mountains, into cars, into bridges. Just slid it across the street.
We would just always go to this air base. It was an air base. We always wanted to get this one aircraft. And as soon as you, even around the fence, they start to find you. And you know, like the cops are coming. And then, but if you get in the air base, you're basically screwed. But you can get to it, but it's really hard to get to it. And once you get to it, you can just zoom off.
Just take off.
Just take off. They'll leave you alone. But it is a pain to get it.
I like it that they'll leave you alone if you steal an airplane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're like, well, you got the airplane.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
But he robbed a bank. We probably need to give him 4 stars.
Yeah, he stole that airplane. He's too good for us.
Well, you know, now when horrible shit happens in society and they blame it on video games, and we all say, oh, no, video games aren't that bad. But we're thinking about, like, Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But in these video games that the kids are playing now, you're murdering hookers for money.
That's true.
Right. And
You're stealing government property. You're stealing jets and tanks and shit.
Yeah, and I noticed that my driving is a little more aggressive after about 6 hours of Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, get out of the way.
You start bumping people, running out and taking their car and driving a couple blocks. You got to circle around and pick your car back up.
Everything is worse.
You just rob a bank and then go to the nearest paint shop and everything's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You sit in there for a minute. Because when you come out, it's done. They're gone.
Yeah.
The cops are gone.
Like, man,
a
blue Volvo went in there, but a silver one pulled out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And on Grand Theft Auto, you can shoot a cop, and it's no big deal. I mean, they're more of them come after you.
Your stars will go up a couple.
Yeah.
But it's not there's no real consequences.
No. You're not going to be on social media.
No. You can get shot, and then just you come out of the hospital later, and you're fine.
But I think
$500
when they say that video games have no effect on society, I think maybe they do. Because there was one I played. It was called Manhunt, and
Oh, I remember that game.
You remember that? And you were in like a creepy psychopath's carnival maze, and you had to hide in those shadows, and you snuck up behind people and sawed their heads off with piano wire.
Yeah, or
smothered them with a plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a little bit more violent than Donkey Kong, you know?
That's true.
Well, he was throwing those barrels.
He was a dick. I mean, he was real mean,
Yeah.
but he didn't saw anybody's head off.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But it's like, especially if you're on, like, what if you're on, like, Adderall, right? And you're just in there, right? You're just in the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you drink some whiskey with it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're sawing people's heads off with piano wire.
Yeah, you're at the Walmart trying to get piano wire at 2 a.m.
Where's that piano wire? Huh?
Waiting for the music shop to open in the morning.
Just trying to get the piano wire. You guys open up.
You take
Come
another
on.
Adderall too. Go to the punch.
Yeah, you gotta stay
Yeah.
awake.
Yeah.
You got to stay awake, man.
Taking key bumps of crushed up Adderall.
Yeah.
We did that. We actually
But
did
you
that.
didn't get the piano wire.
No,
Okay.
we just did it.
Guitar strings.
Not recently, when I was a young, misspent youth.
Yeah.
We did some Adderall.
Yeah. That's what I used to do.
Snorted it. It did nothing but make you stay awake. Like, there was
Yeah.
no good feeling. You were just
Yeah.
awake for a day, and it was awful.
It was,
But you were cool because you were snorting stuff with a rolled up dollar bill.
I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know how cool
he's
that
walking
was.
around Walmart. Oh, yeah.
In
Yeah.
retrospect, no, you just lay in bed with your eyes open, wishing to God you could sleep.
Yeah. I remember just watching movies all night. Like, holy shit, I've been seeing this movie 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not worth it, man. Stay in school, you know?
Then you're at Walmart over there by the ball basket, bouncing those riding bicycles around.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Going, this is fun. Look at our lives. We graduated high school. Look at us.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20,
They're like, we're just
26.
kids. And they're like, no, you're 25.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, you're paying taxes. It's time to
Yeah. It's,
time to do
So we
something.
need you to get off the bike. We're gonna need you to either
Yeah.
buy it or
Yeah, that's for 4-year-old girls.
yeah. There's some ride lawnmowers out there you can
Right.
purchase.
Yeah.
You can get a job.
yeah, yeah. You buy that lawnmower and start picking up a route.
Yeah.
Getting you some clientele built up.
All right, have we started? Do you have like an intro?
I already did the intro before you.
Oh.
Got here.
Did you introduce us?
Hey, everybody. This is Brad.
Hey.
This is Dusty.
What did the intro say? What were you like?
I was like, hey, another episode with I Know the Manager. And then I talked about my move to LA for a minute.
So it's about you then?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can be selfish for a good 9-10 minutes.
We did it before we got here, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't waste y'all's time.
That would be funny if you came in and you were like, just sit there for a minute. I'm going to do about 10 minutes.
I did that one time. I did it for like 5 minutes. I was like, I'm a dick.
Yeah. What happened in LA?
Well, I'm going to move there next month.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to move and, it's not to do, like, I'll do comedy, but it's mainly like.
So you're going to get a divorce then?
Yeah, I'm getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Because the AC's not working.
Right, yeah. You know what? I'm going to go to LA. The weather's better.
Yeah, so I was just, I've been, like 3 years ago, I was like.
Is it not for comedy, really?
It's not. It's mainly live, but I'm going to continue comedy. I think if the best thing to come out of that is just to get better. Yeah,
Have you been to LA?
No. Fucking no.
So you're going from Huntsville, Alabama to LA.
I'm just going to do it. It's gonna
Jump
be a
in,
culture
man.
shock.
Head first.
But I've never liked this state, really. Like, since I was, like, probably 13, and they held me back when I moved here.
They held you back?
Yeah.
Like the man did? Like
the man held me back, in 3rd grade.
Where did you move
Civil
from?
rights bullshit?
Kentucky. Yeah.
So you moved from Kentucky to Alabama, and Alabama was like, all right,
Yeah.
you're not as caught up
You're
as
not
we'd
quite
like
as
to be."
ready.
What's that?
What does that say about Kentucky?
That I'll never go there.
You got that Kentucky education.
Alabama's like, all right, well.
Yeah.
They held you back in 3rd grade?
Yeah, because of multiplication.
Like, what do you do in 3rd grade?
Like, literally, like, it was because of multiplication, and, like, as soon as they were like, answer this, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know it. But then so I started going to school.
But why didn't you know the multiplication? I feel like 3rd grade.
They didn't teach me.
What if...
Did they
That
just
was
skip
4th
it so you
grade.
knew how to add and subtract and divide, just not
Yeah.
multiply?
They didn't teach you how to divide. Like, when you get, I guess.
I think it's against the religion in Kentucky.
Yeah,
like, it's
probably.
against God. It upsets the Lord when you multiply.
Yeah.
What if they found out that Alabama had the math problem wrong?
And you were
And
right.
you were like,
Yeah.
no, it's 36.
Yeah.
And they were like, no,
I don't think so.
And then they held you back.
Yeah.
So they could dumb you down.
I would definitely sue them or something. I don't know.
So, like, what would happen? Like, how far off were you in the multiplication?
Sounds like you weren't even trying.
I totally went in there.
So you're like 10 times 6. You're
Went
like,
in there.
fuck.
I went in there.
Can we cuss on this?
They can even cuss. Bad boy. You know what I mean?
I mean, would you put like 70 or 30? Like, how far off were you? Were you off by like
Oh,
1?
No, like probably like I think it was like 9 or 10.
'Cause
it
the
wasn't like
twos-
a big number.
Doubling shit's pretty easy. Like,
It was-
times 2.
It was the double. The
Like,
doubles.
times 7 is hard sometimes, but like times 10 is pretty easy.
When I got the double.
Times
Probably
9.
10 is the easiest.
That is the
Yeah,
easiest.
that's
Besides
the easiest.
0.
Yeah.
0 and 1.
Like,
Yeah,
times
they're all-
9, there's a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Times
I got
1
it.
is
It's like-
easy.
Times 1's real easy. That's just the same number.
Times 0, it's always
Always 0.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
That
So
was my
now you're looking at like
You know?
Love that.
now you're looking at like 3s and 7s.
Yeah.
So
It was-
worst case scenario, you should have got like a 70 on the test.
It wasn't a. It was no. That
I
was
feel like
a
you.
simple
Yeah, I
thing.
feel like you just weren't trying.
I feel like that
I'm on
was
Alabama's
the
side.
Alabama education system trying to be like, no, we're better.
Yeah.
We are smart.
Yeah,
Ain't
you're
no-
not gonna come here.
Ain't no
and
fancy
get ahead.
Kentucky boy coming down here teaching us math.
Yeah.
Probably because you were in Huntsville, though. If you were in Opelika, where I'm from, they would have been like,
We don't go.
yeah,
Yeah.
what's math?
Yeah.
You know your minus and plus now.
Dirt.
Well, go ahead.
Dirt times Dale Earnhard equals
Yeah.
Bush
They're
Light.
like, do you know how to multiply? No. Well, you won't need it.
There's a
Perfect.
calculator.
Valedictorian of Opelika Middle School. How do you feel about the blacks? I don't know.
Yeah. They're like, right answer.
He's the mayor. He's the mayor now. That's good. I'm glad that my sister lives in Kentucky now, but she was an adult when she moved there, so she brought her Tennessee
So
education.
she knows multiplication going in.
I don't know about that. Well, now they got calculators and shit.
Yeah, it's
Which
so
is-
easy now.
So they held you back an entire grade. Like, how were
Yeah.
your social studies skills?
Dude, everything was good except that. I was so
Math.
just math, and I went in there, learned it in like a week. I was like,
Yeah.
that's it. I was so upset.
So 3rd grade, huh?
Now you're like the older guy in class.
But that was the good thing about it. I was like, I'm 13 or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, however.
Yeah,
old I
13?
was. I don't know how old that was.
It seems kind of old.
They were like, just keep holding it back. Obviously, Kentucky's been doing it. Just
3rd grade? I think you're supposed to be like 8.
Apparently he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Kindergarten 5, 1st grade 6, 2nd grade 7, 3rd grade 8. You were
like the
13. You had a whole lot of.
Like, I've been in 3rd grade.
He's like, man, I got
years.
to skip that math test, dude.
Yeah.
I got to go vote. I can't take my math test.
I got jury duty.
I think you failed more than 1 grade there, didn't you, buddy? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Missing class because you got jury duty.
Gotta go to work, man.
I'm like a janitor and a student.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
The bell rings, you leave math class and go to clean up the...
Yeah.
You're like, well,
I got my sawdust.
Yeah.
pull your
Somebody
janitor
got
keys out of
sick
your
on the
backpack.
playground. That's good,
I
man.
started teaching class at 15.
Right. You're like the PE teacher.
Yeah.
So you moved to Huntsville?
No, Scottsboro. It's like 40 minutes away.
Scottsboro, that's the
Dude.
problem. Oh, man.
Yeah, they'll never have comedy. Dude, I've tried so many comedy shows there.
Why do you keep
They just don't
trying?
want it. No, I'm not going to try. Fuck that.
Some people hate comedy.
They do. I had the first place asked, no, we don't want that in our establishment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that was like shocking. Like, oh,
Well, in their defense,
they're rednecks.
well, everybody,
Sometimes an open mic can be a disaster.
when they
Yeah.
hear, when some people hear comedy, they think it's going to be Jerry Seinfeld and Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
And then you bring comedy in, and it's some idiot talking about his dick for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Then
that's
they're
true.
like, I can understand why they don't want the
Yeah.
comedy there,
yeah,
you know?
I get the dick.
And the
yeah.
first person that grabs the mic starts cussing at the people trying to eat. They're
Yeah.
like, listen to me.
Yeah. It's, it's Rick and his wife that have been eating pie and coffee there for 45 years, unbothered, and then some assholes in there talking about politics and Obama and shit.
Yeah.
I have set up a microphone, a PA system in a restaurant where people had no idea comedy was about to happen. You know, they're like having a great time,
Yeah.
and then suddenly you're like, "All right,
Yeah.
everybody, be quiet, listen to us. You having a good time?"
We were. Until you started screaming at us through a microphone.
Did they get into it though? Eventually, or were they like,
Sometimes.
yeah.
You're
yeah.
trying to eat a nice Salisbury steak, and then somebody's talking about fucking a monkey or something.
Yeah.
And then, I understand why not everybody wants comedy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
But the whole town, you would
But
think
it's
that
the whole-
someone in the town would.
Is it like
Everybody.
Footloose? It's like the dancing?
It's
like
basically Footloose.
they're like, no.
John Lithgow's like,
Ah,
not
Yeah.
happening.
And they had
Quit-
a comedy club years and
quit
years
that
ago.
laughing.
But now they don't want. I've tried every place there that could withhold even a comedy show or anything to do with comedy.
I think we should do it tonight.
Well, after the
Let's just
show
go to a
tonight.
bar to play.
Let's just go and just set up.
Yeah. You got a PA?
We were talking about Rambo on the way here. It's going to be like that. It's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah,
the
we were
sheriff.
talking about how that's a cool last name, and I think that it's cool because of John Rambo.
Yeah.
Which
Brad
is my
thinks-
dad's name.
Is that right?
No shit.
Yeah.
Brad thinks that it's a cool last name even without the movie.
I mean, it does sound
Yeah.
cool.
It does sound cool.
But maybe it's just so ingrained in my head that I can't separate
Yeah.
myself from
Yeah.
the fact that I know who Rambo is.
I get that one. Oh, you lived up to that name? No, I fucking weigh 120 pounds.
Yeah, I haven't killed an entire town.
What does that mean? Like, have you ever gutted somebody with a hunting knife?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't lived up to that.
Yeah.
Because the first movie,
I wasn't in the Vietnam War. I'm 26.
he took on the entire police force,
Yeah.
but they got more violent.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Yeah.
you get more violent.
Oh, yeah.
Ripping throats out and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Have you
not
seen the
me.
newest one? The one from 5 years ago or whatever?
like the one where he went to like Korea.
Burma?
He went.
They were
yeah.
in Burma.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was real good.
Yeah.
Super violent.
Yeah.
Super violent.
That was probably,
Real violent,
yeah.
man. Oh, man.
That was.
So, yeah.
That was the only one I seen. I seen part of the First Blood. I won't listen. I won't watch it usually. Typically, just out of like the last name thing. Like, no, I'm good. But I'll watch Rocky.
The first.
Well, that's
first,
not the same.
First Blood is good. The first
Yeah.
Rambo First Blood,
Yeah.
that's real good.
Yeah.
There was one where he was helping the Taliban. Which one was
Hey,
that?
man, that's probably more like me. I've lived that.
No, that's so you supported terrorism. That's good.
Just so anybody listening to this podcast
Cut that
knows
one part
that's
out.
not
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
doing.
yeah.
Dusty Slade does not support
neither,
terrorism.
neither does Brad Hinderliter, and yeah, that's it. It's we're gonna get going, guys. This was fun.
Thanks for fucking
Yeah.
vacuuming.
Thanks for having us.
Back to the poison
Walmart.
ivy
Huh? Am I right? Jeez.
Wash your mouth out with Ivy's.
You know what's funny? When I left my house, I was in my car and it was really hot, and I thought, how weird would it be if we got down there and he was like, my air conditioner's broken. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. But it doesn't feel bad in here.
No, we're
It's
under
not-
2 fans.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, you guys have the dual ceiling fan.
Yeah,
That's-
it's just when you go outside, like when you go outside and you come in here, you notice it. But like during the night last night, oh, rough.
It's hard to sleep when it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know how people did it before.
No, back in the day.
I don't know how they did anything before.
Because you don't...
Imagine going outside to poop
Yeah.
in an outhouse, a hot,
Yeah.
stuffy outhouse.
Yeah.
And then have to clean the poop out
I wouldn't.
every 3 months.
Oh.
Well, every month.
I don't. Did they clean it, or I thought
I'm
did
sure
like
they cleaned
bugs
it.
did it? I don't know.
No,
I
Because
think
if
that
it
you
wa-
should just dig a giant hole in the ground.
Yeah,
And then cover it.
And or
just
just
leave
let
it.
it dry out. And
Like a 500-foot hole.
yeah, like real deep.
Okay.
Like if you fall in there, that's it.
Yeah.
I lost 35 men building my outhouse. Or what if somebody fell in and they just had to slowly die from starvation in 500 feet of poo?
Yeah.
Man, we got to the poop quick.
I think you try to drown yourself.
Oh, that'd be
I would rip out my own throat like John
Yeah.
Rambo.
Yeah.
Well, he ripped out other people's throats.
Yeah, he
not
did
his
rip
own.
out. I think he's still living.
I would do that. That's what I would do.
Rip out somebody.
Can they hear you from way back there? Are you sure? Have you sat that far away?
Yeah, I can see it right now. It's picking me up clear as day.
Is
I'll
it?
be
What
able to
if-
master it.
Is this a real thing?
No, I've just got you here. I just wanted
No, I
to-
mean this thing. It looks like an Inspector Gadget
Oh,
thing. It's like a
it's really
taser.
It's like a
Yeah.
Taser.
it's a tape deck and a calculator
I'm just
and
waiting for one of you. Is this a real thing?
a Walkman and a.
What if Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse and John Rambo got into a fight? You think John Rambo takes him?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so.
he would.
I mean, Patrick Swayze ripped out a guy's throat.
He sure did. He did.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think. Okay.
That would be like the
Guy-
finishing move. It would be like when Kane and the Undertaker wrestled each other, and they kept trying to tombstone each other, and they were just flipping back and
Yeah.
forth trying to
yeah.
and that's what it would be. You would just have to block that throat rip.
Would there be knives involved? Would Rambo be able to use weapons?
I'm thinking no weapons.
No
We've got to
weapons?
go no weapons.
Okay.
I mean, he couldn't have that bow. I mean, he
Yeah.
had that compound
Yeah, no
bow,
bow,
and
but,
he was just
he's got that
mowing
knife.
people down
But
with
Patrick
that.
Swayze, he had an eye for it because he was like, remember when the
Right
left
boot.
Yeah, right boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Patrick might. It'd be a good fight. I think Patrick.
Well, Patrick Swayze was a pretty skinny guy, though. I mean, he was
quicker,
toned.
though. Then he's quicker.
He's toned. Well, no, quicker can kiss my ass. I don't. It's
What?
This is going to get me into the lion versus the grizzly bear, and the lion's quicker, but he's not going to beat a grizzly bear.
You don't think?
No, it's silly.
I think if he bet him at the right spot.
Yeah, but he's not a scientist. He doesn't know. He's just fighting.
But yeah, but he's done it for years. You know what I mean?
Well, the grizzly bear's been not getting bit for years too. I think Rambo was just bigger. Like
You think
he's
Rambo takes Patrick Swayze?
he was a beefy dude,
Yeah.
and Swayze was a little bit skinny, and he was a dancer. And Rambo's not going to lose to a fucking dancer, you know.
What do you think?
I don't know. Patrick Swayze's pretty tough.
He was tough. I mean, it's you know, but you
He
get
cleaned up the double D. You know, the double deuce.
He did clean that up. He cleaned it up nice, and he got over that trouble that was in Jasper.
Yeah.
But he couldn't do it alone. He had to bring in Sam Elliott.
Yeah. What about Sam Elliott and Patrick Swayze versus John Rambo with a Bowie knife?
But
Oh,
so two
man.
against one. Ooh.
Well,
Definitely,
the knife.
definitely. Oh, with a knife.
With
Yeah.
the knife.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got the knife. I think, man, it's got to be Rambo. I think it's got to be Rambo.
If they get beer bottles, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
What about broken pool cues? Because Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze was pretty good with
Oh, yeah.
broken
Yeah.
pool cues.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you throw that equation in, I think Patrick Swayze in there.
Is
What
he
about-
mad? Is Patrick Swayze mad?
Yeah, he's mad.
He's mad
Yeah,
that,
he's mad
that
'cause-
Rambo was roughing up the bar.
He's like Fast and
Yeah,
Furious.
this is Patrick Swayze leaves, the double deuce is clean, John Rambo comes rolling into town, cop comes in, it becomes a big deal, John Rambo's like tearing up the place.
Dalton. We should.
Dalton,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's Dalton. We can't
Yeah,
go Patrick
Dalton.
Swayze and Rambo.
Okay, all right, Dalton.
So Dalton versus Rambo. And I forgot what Sam Elliott's name was. What was his name?
What was his name?
We'll call him
I don't know.
I don't remember it.
Ryder.
Sam Elliott. No. I don't know, man. I got to go Rambo.
Still?
Yeah, still.
I'm not going with Rambo. Yeah, I can't.
Hundreds. Like, he killed hundreds of people. Two won't be a problem.
Okay.
Hundreds.
I do think that if in the movie Rambo, if Patrick Swayze would have been one of the cops, Rambo would have took him out.
Oh,
No
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
If
might have
were
been
like-
the main cop at the end.
If he were like
the
trying to,
one-on-one battle, the big one.
Right.
oh yeah, that's what
yeah.
we need. Like, what if he tried to come down into the cave?
Yeah.
Well,
Because Rambo sewed himself up. I never seen Swayze do anything like
Yeah,
that.
no, he didn't.
Well, he didn't really wince when that hot nurse sewed him up. So he's got a high threshold for pain, too.
Oh, okay, all right.
Remember,
yeah.
he said pain don't hurt while she's stapling his arm shut?
Oh yeah.
He's just,
But Rambo cauterized his own wound. Did you see that one? He dumped gunpowder. He got shot through his ass with an arrow, and he pulled it out, and he cauterized the wound with gunpowder.
Okay, any man that does that to his own ass is pretty big.
It might have been his leg, or it could have been his arm, but I think it was his ass.
That's pretty big deal.
Yeah, no, I think that's it, man. Rambo. It's got to be Rambo. Oh. So what do you think about that? You think a lion could take a grizzly bear?
Yeah, I think he would have to strategically do it. You know what I mean? Like, but go for the neck.
They all go for the neck. That's what predators do.
I think they'd have to go for the neck. And
but there's a lot of meat in there. There's a lot of muscle in that neck.
I think you could do it.
I don't know, man.
I think you could do it.
Grizzly bear
I'm
weighs...
not saying every time. I most of the time, I believe a grizzly bear would do it.
Oh, so you're saying 9 out of 10 times
Yes.
grizzly bear?
Yeah.
All right. I almost got in a fight with my friend in high school, arguing about that.
He's like, I'm fixing to beat you.
Where are they fighting at, though? Are they in the jungle?
Yeah.
No, they're in a field,
Okay.
an open field. We have to make the enclosure. They're not just going to do it naturally.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
We have to set this all up.
So we should make like a Killer Instinct video game where it's lion versus... Oh, we should do all kind of animals. We could have a gorilla.
Yeah.
The boss could be
Versus a
Rambo.
gorilla versus an alligator.
Yeah, and the boss is Rambo. Or the Beastmaster. You remember that guy?
Oh, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was a good movie.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of thing... I like to think if I win the lottery, I would give money to hospitals and shit, but I would just set up a death match of animals like that.
That should be a video game, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
The animal video game.
People would get more pissed about that than they would be about killing hookers on Grand Theft Auto,
That's
though.
probably
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
The fucking PETA and those assholes. But that's what I would do. I would spend like the month helping hospitals, and then I would just build an animal death match.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have like an
And you think
alligator fight a
grizzly
gorilla.
bear in that game is the best?
Well, yeah, probably.
What about a hippopotamus?
Now they're pretty badass, man.
Like a rhino. If
Yeah.
you get a rhino on there.
A rhino doesn't really want to fight you. He just wants to get away, but he'll fuck you up if you don't quit leaving him.
Yeah.
If you don't stop bothering him.
What do you think the real purpose of a rhino is?
Like in a philosophical sense of
like
why are we here?
What do they eat?
Grass.
Grass.
But it seems like it has so much armor, right?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
do nothing.
Yeah.
Really.
Maybe back
To
in
eat grass and reproduce. That's it,
Yeah,
man.
maybe back in the day it was like, did it get murdered for armor? You know what I mean?
Maybe. What did they
back
make-
in the
We
day.
humans did it.
Yeah.
What do they make the
Okay.
horns out of? What do people kill the rhino and make out of the horn?
They can make
Jewelry
a
and piano
shank out
keys,
of
and that's
that.
pretty much it. It's ivory.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's not ivory.
No, it's
Tusk
okay,
is
okay.
ivory.
Tusk
yeah.
is ivory. Yeah.
What's the rhino
rhino's
horn's
horn?
made out of something?
Probably Japanese dudes eat it to get boners. That's a real thing.
Dusty was just shaking his
Well,
head.
I
like,
mean,
Sounds right.
yeah. I mean, let me get some of that rhino sushi. You know?
Well, they boil the rhino horn to make stuff. I don't know if it's for boners, but they eat stuff like that for vitality.
yeah, okay. Maybe they have, just some herbs and stuff. It makes you.
For pepper, it makes
Yeah.
your food taste better. We
Yeah.
wiped out an entire species of animals to
Oh,
make
yeah.
your food
Test
taste
that
slightly
rhino.
better.
Eat a little horn to make your horn better. You know?
That's it. I don't know, man. We're the only thing that really kills rhinos.
Yeah, that's really.
They were doing fine till we got here.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know how they're doing. But a gorilla? What about a gorilla versus a crocodile on land?
A gorilla versus a crocodile. Gorilla all day.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he smashes him.
Yeah. Yeah, how big though? Like I mean,
A silverback, the biggest fucking gorilla,
yeah,
the
gorilla.
biggest non-movie gorilla, like Joe Young and King Kong don't count. We're talking like a big silverback gorilla.
I think a gorilla's got it.
I think a gorilla takes most everything. I think
Yeah.
a gorilla beats a grizzly bear.
But you do think that just because we think they're like humans and they know how to box and shit?
Yeah.
Because I think so. We train a gorilla. We get Customato back from the dead, and we train a silverback gorilla to box.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A boxing gorilla.
And then we
This
can
is a
have
great
another
podcast.
Rocky
We can
movie.
make money off
We
that.
can have a
Great
Rocky
recording.
movie.
We have no questions. I like this. We're just who knows what we're even talking about.
A boxing gorilla.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a fucking fortune.
Yeah.
I think an orangutan, they're pretty cool,
All
but
right.
they're laid back. And
Yeah,
they're
Does a
not- they're
boxing
fight.
gorilla beat Mr. T in Rocky 3?
oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh come on.
Yeah.
A
definitely.
gorilla will rip your fucking arm out of the socket,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't know how to box.
Yeah. They're pretty violent.
They go for your balls too. That's what like
That's
that,
a thing?
Yeah,
What about-
chimpanzees do? I think gorillas.
Yeah.
Nobody really fucks with gorillas, so they don't. They just have to beat their chest, and
Yeah.
everybody gets scared.
What
Yeah.
about a gorilla versus a shark in a 4 foot of water?
Oh, I think a shark's got him. I don't think a gorilla's gonna know how to
swim.
Yeah,
And in 4 foot of water.
still because
Enough water.
once them hands hit that water, it's not going to be able to because the force is going to be
About
taken
3
away.
foot of water.
What kind of shark is it?
Hammerhead.
Oh man. Well, I think what would happen is the hammerhead would
Knock it.
bite. He would just take a bite out and swim away, and then the gorilla would bleed to death.
Yeah,
I don't think it would be that interesting of a fight.
I think if
Unless
the
you
gorilla
get-
hit
yeah.
the hammerhead on the right part, I think it could chip off the head, half the head. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that could happen.
But we don't know.
What about a crocodile versus a shark?
I think that's happened before.
Yeah, I think a shark would.
A shark wins.
I think a shark would.
Did you see the old man that tried to catch? It was on Facebook. The old man that tried to go catch the alligator. Like he went out and he like threw his shirt over that crocodile's eyes, and then he tried to grab it, and then it bit him, and it bit his arm, and he was like a crocodile hunter all of a sudden. Like, he's like, no, I've seen enough TV. I got this.
it.
Was it just him? Like, did he set up a camera?
No, there was a camera, and then there was another guy.
Or was it
out there.
like 20 dudes? Like, hey man.
There was another guy, but that other guy ran off pretty quick.
So he didn't even help his buddy.
No.
Just let him.
But he was probably not his buddy. That old man was probably like, come on with me, let's get that alligator out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. He's like, it's fine, come with me.
Were they trying to relocate it, or were they
think
just
so.
doing it to be funny?
But it's hard to say, really.
Either way, I always hope the animals win.
There was an article I didn't
I
read.
never root
Yeah.
for the humans.
What about anaconda versus a gorilla?
You really can't hurt an anaconda, man. Like you really have to know what you're doing. And I'm pretty sure that a gorilla would see one and probably be real fucking scared and run away.
Instinctually, though, I think that they know to smash the head.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think they've dealt with them in captivity enough to know like that.
Where the fuck what zoos are you going to where they keep gorillas and anacondas in the same cage?
It's like, oh no.
Captivity.
The gorilla's like, the anaconda's in here again. We've seen this before.
Yeah, we know
Get
what to
it.
do. We know what to do. I don't know. An anaconda's real big, man. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah. I was just watching a Facebook video just right before y'all got here. A kid is laying on one and lives with it.
Oh, that's real dumb.
And the snake just slides over the kid, little kid. And
How
it
long has
just-
this been going on?
Years. Grew up with 'em.
Well, it's going to happen one day.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and they were playing, like the kid started squeezing the head of it.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the snake just like
Done.
and gun out, and he's like,
We'll see.
he didn't rear up to him or nothing. but
Where
he's like,
was
"Don't
this?
do
Was
that."
this what was it?
India or
Yeah,
over there?
South America probably.
Yeah, South. It was way over. I was
Well, anacondas live in South America.
yeah, it was crazy though.
Well, that's not going to last long. I mean,
No.
that snake's going to eat that fucking
video
kid.
was probably 2 or 3 years ago. He's probably dead.
I don't know, man. That lady that got her face bit off a couple years ago, she had that monkey for like 20 years.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then one day he just got sick of being in a diaper, I guess, and bit her face off.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel bad for that lady, kind of,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like I don't wish that she got her face bitten off.
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
But I get
Because
it.
we can all say, yeah, well, who didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she didn't, clearly.
No. No.
Well, he was just in a bad mood that day, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they have moods just like we do.
Yeah.
And we've all thought about ripping someone's face off.
I have.
So just imagine that you were physically strong enough to do it.
What do they do with the monkey then? They kill the monkey?
They probably killed it.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. They probably had to kill it.
Well, that's what they do. They hunt down alligators and shit when motherfuckers are walking right next to a swamp and they get bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, I don't know. Well, an alligator lives one place.
Yeah.
And you can live your whole life without ever walking right next to where they live, and you can live a long, happy life. But one fucking kid gets bit by an alligator, and they hunt him down and kill it. It's bullshit.
That's his home.
Yeah, I'm not for it.
I agree.
What if lions could roam through residential neighborhoods? And that was okay.
Dude, that would be awesome. I think if they weren't like as like
Think if every day you left, it were a little bit of an adventure.
Like
Like every
just
day,
making it to the car.
you had to look out the window and know if it was clear to make it to the car or not.
and then one day he's just gonna be on the roof.
Yeah, one day, like,
Yeah, you got to call your boss. And like, hey, man.
We're gonna be late.
hey, yeah, there's a couple of lions out here. I can't get to my
Yeah.
car right now.
I mean, there are people that live like that. I mean, they don't have
Yeah.
cars in those
Yeah.
places, but there's people that, they're going out to cook dinner and they get killed by a tiger.
Yeah. I don't know if I could live like that though. I think it'd be cool.
Well, I know for a fact you can't.
Like, if you come
Like,
home
I know
at
that you
night,
can't.
Come home at night, you've been drinking a lot. You're like, oh, gosh. You're trying to get home to the...
Yeah.
And then you drop your keys, try to get in the door. Then you realize you're trying to use your clicker to open your front door of your house.
Then he just taps you on the shoulder and he's standing on his hind legs.
Oh, I guess garages would be really important then, you know?
They would be.
Oh, well, unless he's just sitting out there, because once you open it, it's done deal.
Yeah.
He's with you. So that's
Yeah,
the
no,
bad part
we're
about
fucked. We're real, I don't know. Like, if we didn't have our machines and shit, we'd be done. We couldn't do it. In America, fuck, no, we can't. We can't deal with the heat. Imagine heat and alligators
Right,
and
you were like,
hippopotamuses.
my air conditioner's broken and I wanted to leave.
that. Yeah, I know. I was like, let's not do this yet.
We drove in an air-conditioned car for 2 hours to get here, and the back of my shirt looks like I've been running.
And he's like, oh, gosh.
I'm sweating. Like, I'm sweating real good.
We just need to dream and simplify.
Simplify. You gotta simplify your life, man. Snow globe it up and
Dream big, but really think simple.
Yeah.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah.
What that is? We
Calm
got
it
the
down.
theanine. Is it the anine, Dusty? Is that the anine or is it the anine?
I think it's maybe they got
Theanine.
They had to charge per space bar, and they were like Theanine Serene with Relora.
You guys know what that is, listeners? Do people listen to you?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have some big shit on, right? Did you got Obama coming up or something?
Yeah. I think I can get him when I can get him when he's not elected.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think I can get him then.
Marin got him.
Pulled it off.
Marin got him. Why didn't you get him?
You know, I don't know the manager that well.
It's true.
Yeah, you gotta.
Know the manager. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know the manager.
I know the manager.
It's because it all started because of pun, just because I was the manager. So it's like I know the manager.
Yeah. What were you managing?
I'm still managing a pizza place.
Oh. Where's the fucking pizza, man?
It's like 35 minutes away.
No. I mean, you're going to have us here at your house,
That's right.
and you're going to stand there owning a pizza place and not have any goddamn pizza.
Well,
I was
look,
manager of Papa John's for a day.
That's what I did.
Was
Yeah.
it too much responsibility and you went
They
power
didn't-
crazy?
Yeah, they didn't let me do it again. And
What
Did they
happened?
not
Well-
train you well?
well, no, they didn't train me well.
Yeah.
The manager, I had worked there for a long time. and
How
one
old
day
were you?
I
How
was
old?
18.
Okay.
Probably doing drugs.
Old enough,
And,
so you're old enough to defend the country, but you weren't responsible enough to
Yeah.
run a pizza place.
Yeah.
And the manager came in, and he was like, I got something I got to do today. I want you to manage the store tonight. And I was like, all right, cool. And it went fine. It was paperwork at the end of the night. Where I was like, oh, I don't know what's
that's
happening.
You just didn't care.
Yeah.
I was trying to care.
Yeah. But
You know,
if you don't
and then
know
I
that,
couldn't
man.
find the key to lock the door, so I had to call the other manager, and it was real late at night. And while he was on the way, I found the key,
Oh,
and
man.
I didn't want him to know that I found it, so I took it off and hid it. So that when he got there, the key wasn't on there.
Yeah. He's like,
Where was the key?
I just hid it in the office.
No, where was it when you couldn't find it?
on the key ring that I had. Like, it was so many keys.
You couldn't find it on the key ring.
Yeah. And it was a real mess. And then they
Wow.
came up, some money was missing, but I didn't steal money. So
Yeah.
I
You
don't
just
know what
miscounted,
happened.
probably.
Yeah.
Were you high?
that
You were probably high, right?
Maybe, who knows? I
Yeah.
was, a lot of my friends came in and I would show them on the computer that I was listed as the manager that
yeah.
day.
He's like,
That's why the money was missing. You gave away 15 free pizzas.
I wanted some complaints so I could be like, where's the manager? Oh, that's me.
What seems to be the problem?
Yeah.
So you're running around naked in your own store to get
Right.
I'd like to file a complaint with the manager. You're looking at him.
Looking at it, what do you want, some cheese bread?
Extra garlic sauce for looking at my nuts. So one day, huh? And they were
Yeah,
like,
one
nah,
day.
this isn't working. Did they fire you or they just demoted you?
They demoted me back
Yeah,
down to pizza maker.
So they took a chance on you.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah. Did you think right at that point? I mean, I know that people are hardworking, and I'm not making fun of blue collar people, but did you think, fuck, I can't manage a pizza place. What am I going to do with my
Yeah.
life? Did you
No,
think that?
no.
You just didn't have that much
Right, I was like,
Yeah.
introspection back then?
yeah, I just thought it was a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even look at it at all.
like career-wise, you just,
Right.
Yeah,
I
you're
wasn't
just,
like,
fun times.
What will I do now? Because I never knew what I was going to do anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was never like, oh, what now? This was my plan.
Yeah.
Like, that just happened.
So you work at a pizza place 35 miles away?
35 minutes. It's about 28 miles.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
How far are we from things right now? Like, where's the grocery store?
From here, 10 minutes. From
Okay,
here.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
We're not all that much in the boonies, but
Nah. This is a.
How many of your delivery guys would you say get high on the regular? Like, not at work. Let's say
Yeah.
not at work. Percentage-wise.
One probably. One
Oh.
driver, really.
Of how many?
I got 7.
Oh.
Only one?
Yeah.
That means the other 6 hide it better than that guy does.
Yeah.
That's what that
And
means.
see, I wouldn't know, like, because I don't do drugs anymore, so it's really hard for me to
But
be
you
like,
remember what it smells like.
no one ever comes in there smell like this. One dude,
Does he smell like cologne or Febreze?
Nah.
This is what I used to do. My friends would come to Papa John's and get in the car with me, and we would ride around and do that on deliveries. And then my manager was like, "You can't have those people in your car with you." So I would go meet them at the gas station, and they would ride around with me.
I would go deliver pizzas to my friends, and then they would be doing a party, and I'd be like, "I'll take a shot," and then I got to get back to work. I got to close up shop, and that's what I would do.
So drinking and driving is what you got to do
That's
to
what
get really promoted.
So, Dusty, where were you in Opelika then?
Opelika, yeah.
Okay. So, your friends had so little to do that they thought that riding around delivering pizzas was fun.
Yeah, I can't understand what they were doing, but
It was good times.
they would come and sit in the car with me.
Maybe they thought that the cops wouldn't pull over a delivery driver.
And they don't really.
Was that the logic?
I got
they-
pulled over
Did you?
once.
Okay.
And he knew what I was doing, but just told me to just be cool.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah. I almost hit a guy on a bike. I didn't almost hit a guy on a bike, but I went around a guy on a bike at full speed without touching the brake. He was like, he didn't even try to slow down.
Yeah.
I was like, I got it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good, bro.
he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't know what you
My
want.
first biker I've had to do that.
Yeah.
That's fun, man. I worked at a Little Caesars, and then I delivered pizzas for my friend's pizza spot. It was just a local spot. But I think I was past my... Well, I wasn't past my drinking days, but I don't have any funny delivery stories.
Why you
I just brought that conversation to a halt. I don't know.
Yeah, you got no funny delivery.
Yeah, I know, dude. I just brought that to a screeching halt. I was like,
No funny delivery.
you want to talk about boxing gorillas? I'm your man. But you want to talk about fucking jobs? I don't know. I got nothing to add to the story.
Hopefully when I go
I was like,
there-
I went in and I clocked in and I did my fucking work and I went home, bro. Like you're supposed to do, you bunch of...
My favorite thing was to make cheese bread with pepperoni.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do.
I like bacon on mine.
All right, I see that, yeah.
That was
That's
good.
bacon. I've been making thin lately because I'm so burnt out on everything. I found this new thing, the thin crust.
So you eat a lot of pizza? You weigh 120 pounds.
I fucking hate pizza. So I eat their wings, cheese sticks, and chicken poppers. Everything else, I just am
We
not.
didn't have any of that back in my day.
See, I did. Okay. See, now that's what we
Cheese
got.
pizza and that's it. They didn't even cut it.
You get a whole piece, you gotta tear it up.
That's what they did. My God.
No top. Had to bring my own pepperoni.
Yeah, just bring it in a little bag. Here you go.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Man.
Where's my tip?
So how do you stay skinny? Methamphetamines?
Yeah, high metabolism, way too high.
Yeah.
Air conditioner in your house.
Yeah, no, I'm losing weight right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Mom said when she was pregnant with me, 8 months pregnant, she was 135 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, jeez. So I know that's going to be my life.
So you were like,
Oh, you made it a full 8 months, huh?
Yeah.
I think I was about 6 months.
had shit to do, man. I had to get out of
It's
there.
like, I got to go.
You got to dream and simplify, man. You gotta,
I was like, hey, get out of here.
you gotta get. I
Yeah.
got shit to do, man. I think I was like 42 pounds when I was born. I was 3.
Just tore your way out.
3 years old. I just hatched my mom like a cicada shell.
You gonna let me out of here or what?
Yeah. No, I was a big baby. I think I was 9 pounds. What were you, pound and a half?
Yeah, that's probably really, I don't even know.
You just fell out one
yeah,
day.
yeah,
She didn't even
Actually, it was
push.
8 pounds when I was born. It's pretty close to
yeah.
Big kid, man. How was preschool?
for me.
I don't.
You know what? Preschool, my only memory is I had a Dr. Octopus toy and I threw it up and it got stuck in the tree.
Oh man.
I used to get them Power Ranger toys, and when we moved to these apartments, and I didn't know because I was so ignorant, but we'd buy these toys, and I would throw them up in the air, and they would fall, and then I'd keep throwing them until they fell and crashed, and then just busted everywhere. And I'm like, I'll do it again. Give me another one.
Yeah.
And that was my toy life. I missed the sharks. You remember the sharks?
You failed third grade.
Yeah. Y'all
Pretty
like
sure
that?
it was the math. Don't know why this keeps breaking.
Didn't understand gravity. I did it 47 times. Same thing happened every fucking time. I don't know.
Just give me another one.
Oh man, but the Alabama education system's fucked,
I
man.
never threw another toy after that.
Yeah, no, man. Kept touching that hot stove. I don't know. What sharks? What shark? What are you talking about?
The ones that used to rollerblade. They came out with a TV show, too. Animated.
How old are you?
Let's see. It had to be 10.
No, how old are you now?
Oh, I'm 35.
Oh, well, you're our age then. Dusty's 21. I'm 20.
You're 20?
No, come on.
You look like you're 40.
Thank you, brother.
Oh my God.
Hard living, son.
I'm 27.
Hard living, buddy.
I'm 27.
Okay, so you're a little bit younger than us. All right. So I don't remember rollerblading
that's
sharks.
right.
Is what I'm saying.
Rollerblading sharks?
Yeah, they used to. I don't know what was up with them. They were awesome though. Never broke them.
Yeah.
They were unbreakable.
Well, we had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I remember them.
I did have them, yeah.
The real ones, like the
I had
first
the
ones.
first ones, then the movie ones, then the samurai ones.
Yeah.
I think I got around when I was the samurai ones. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little sewer set. I had the whole city, it was like a little sewer building that you could.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a shark there too. I think he was a hammerhead, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had the pig guy, the warthog guy, and the
And the rhinoceros guy, right?
rhinoceros guy. Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yes.
Hey, man, look at that.
They put Seamus as one of them in the movie. No. Okay.
Seamus?
Yep.
The wrestler?
Yep.
In which movie?
He's gonna be in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as I think Bebop. Yep.
No shit.
No shit. That's why
Wrestling,
he's been
huh?
doing that weird fucking. You don't watch wrestling. You watch.
I know what you're talking about,
He's
yeah.
a weird. He's been braiding his little
Beard.
and shit. So that's why he's doing that. Makes sense.
I went to wrestling Saturday night in Nashville.
Oh, I've seen them pictures. Jonathan was telling me it was so fun.
It was fun, yeah. We went down there with Huntsville's own Jonathan Craig, and second row, man. Got spit. I touched Natalia's hand. She gave me 5. It was nice, twice.
Oh,
Who's Natalia?
oh.
You remember Jim the Anvil Neidhart?
Yeah.
His daughter.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yep.
She wrestles.
Cool. I
And
would like to get clotheslined by her.
oh man, she's good looking. She's stocky. She's a strong lady.
Mm-hmm. Was she tall or is she?
No,
Could she beat up Ronda Rousey?
No.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think she would give her because wrestling's fake.
What about the
But
Great
she's-
Muda? You remember the Great
Motherfuckers are
Muda or
athletic.
something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You think she could beat up Ronda Rousey?
Great Muda was a dude.
Okay.
You're thinking of the fabulous Moolah?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
The Great Muda was a Japanese wrestler that
Yeah.
used to spit the green mist. The fabulous Moolah was a lady wrestler.
Great Muda would go the whole match,
Yeah.
and then spit the mist.
Yeah, and you wondered, and you would see his mouth open.
Yeah.
How did he do it? I thought he was really spitting that shit, like it came from
Yeah,
his
it came from the
from his glands.
That's
I
what made
wonder
him
how he
great.
did that.
The fabulous Moolah's dead, but in her prime versus Ronda Rousey, I don't know, dude. No, Ronda Rousey will take
She's
anybody.
a beast, man.
You're gonna have her on, right?
No.
Oh, what happened?
Gotcha.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you having her or
So
no?
what?
No, I'm not having.
Oh, come on, man.
She's not gonna come.
No.
You
I am moving to California.
You told her about the air conditioner.
Yeah,
She
I
was
was like, there.
she's like, no,
Nah,
I don't think so.
You said I am moving to California. Like you're gonna talk her into it then?
Yeah, I could probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
I
that's
think I
why
could-
you're moving there, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm moving there. 'cause
Yeah,
She might be the
agrees.
wrong person to stalk, man. I don't know.
Oh,
And you're not that big of a dude. She would fucking wipe her ass with you.
I think I could take her.
What are you gonna
Oh,
do? with
God,
all that?
no,
What-
man.
Out to dinner. Out to dinner.
buddy. She will
Golly.
snap your arm like a
Out
twig.
to dinner. You think I wouldn't get beat up?
10 seconds. You wouldn't last 10
I
seconds.
wouldn't last 5. I don't think I would last 5.
She
What
was-
about China? You think China will take
Maybe.
China
Not now.
in her prime
In a prime.
Is this so,
before she started trying to look pretty?
so
Yeah.
before porn, pre-porn?
Yeah, pre-porn.
Who'd she do a porn with?
Buddy.
Yeah, she's in. That's
She did it was
1,
like
2,
a,
3 kid.
No. Well, they had a sex tape that was leaked. I did air quotes. Leaked. And then she did a legitimate porn. With
looks
a
weird
company.
now.
She never
She
didn't
had
look
a lot
weird.
of
well, yeah, but now it's like I don't know. It's just I guess with age it looks.
But in her day,
Yeah,
She was a big woman.
you think she takes Ronda Rousey?
She might, because she's real big.
I think she'd give her a good fight though. I think she'd give her a good.
She
fight.
had enough muscle mass that I don't think Ronda Rousey could manhandle her like
Yeah.
she did these other ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we not have a woman like that trying to fight Ronda Rousey right now?
Because I don't think there's many women like that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of because even if you notice when Ronda's right before she's going for a fight, she's training, but you'll see her physique goes into some more muscle. But if after she's done with the fight, you'll see it just tone down and it looks more like just like I don't.
Well, that's most fighters,
Yeah.
boxers. I mean, they make weight and then their
They
diet
do that,
changes the month or whatever.
Okay, see, I don't want
Even bodybuilders. I mean, if you see a bodybuilder during the off season, he'll look big, but he's not chiseled.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a whole pattern that goes into it, a whole lifestyle.
Oh.
That once it comes around fight time, they change their diet, they change everything.
What about Ronda Rousey versus a grizzly bear?
A mama grizzly bear,
Yeah.
full grown.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're not gonna put a fucking grizzly bear in an arm bar.
No, I think Rhonda's dead.
Yeah, she's gonna die quickly. Rob Haynes from Nashville comedy. He seems to think that he could wrestle a grizzly bear. No, he didn't. No, he didn't say grizzly bear. He said black bear.
It doesn't matter. It's a bear.
Yeah. Well, grizzly bear's huge. Black bear gets about 400 pounds.
What about a polar bear?
He's just like only 400 pounds.
What about
Yeah.
a koala bear?
Koala bears are sneaky.
Yeah, they're a little
Are they
tacky.
really bears?
No,
They're more like sloths, right?
they're
like a mixture.
marsupials, man.
Yeah.
They're not bears at all. It's a fucking bullshit thing. We've been fed by the mainstream media.
It's a conspiracy.
Goddamn.
What's a marsupial? Like, what's another example of a marsupial animal?
It's a
like a did you
kangaroo.
say
Is a
koala
kangaroo a marsupial?
bear? You say koala bear or panda bear?
Koala bear.
Okay, never mind. That's what I was saying.
You were gonna say,
Yeah, I was
what's
thinking-
another example? You're like a koala bear.
Yeah, I was like koala bear. just
I can't believe you felt third grade, man. That's,
It comes out now, doesn't it?
I'm beginning to think that Alabama wasn't the problem.
It only took 27 years to not be mad at Alabama and accept responsibility.
I think a marsupial is it's a kangaroo, right?
What about it?
A
Anna?
kangaroo, Hannah.
Yeah, I said Hannah.
Oh,
Did I say Hannah?
they said Anna.
No.
Silent H.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
She's from Canada. They don't know.
Yeah.
Our education's even worse.
Really? Canadian
No way.
is?
Apparently.
Free healthcare, right?
Hey, I got that free health care.
What about a platypus? A duck-billed platypus?
That's its own thing, man.
That's a mammal, ain't it?
It's a mammal, yeah, but it's not a marsupial.
Marsupials, all mammals, right?
Yeah.
Then what am I thinking about? What?
Nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows. I'm thinking NASCAR. I don't know what you're thinking about.
I need to go back to school.
I'm not sure that'll
I
help.
think a sloth and a koala bear are like the same.
A sloth is its own thing.
Like a two-toed, three-toed sloth.
What about an anteater? Anteater.
No, not a
feels like
marsupial.
a marsupial.
It's not a marsupial.
It looks like a marsupial.
So a panda bear is a bear, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of a. I think it's more related to a raccoon. Like if you see a red panda, it looks like a raccoon. All right, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna. All right.
Yeah,
Because I'm the manager.
I know the manager.
I know the manager.
So we're Googling marsupial. Do you know how
Yeah.
to spell it? Huh?
Yeah, I
Huh?
know how to spell it.
How do you spell it?
Google will predict everything.
Yeah, don't.
I already typed it in because I know how to spell it.
Sometimes
Cheating
I
on
type things in way wrong.
Hey,
And
they
it's
fix
like,
it.
it knows. They know.
Yeah.
They don't. They're like, we know what you're trying to
And they
do.
speak
yeah.
Southern Alabama.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's wrong, but we know. They'll just say, we're showing you the results for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay? What you typed in's not a real thing. No one else has tried to look that up.
Yeah.
List. Oh. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I got this.
Dusty, what do you? I miss you, Dusty. I'm gonna miss you.
Dynamite.
Well, I'm sad you're going to LA. You know,
Well, we got to hang out so many times.
I know.
How many times? This is the first time you guys have met?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we met at Spiffy for Chad's.
Nashville legend Chad Ryden.
Yeah, the
Spiffy
14th.
Squirrel. 6:30 every Sunday.
That was it. I was like, hey, will you-
World-breaking show.
World
No, it was
record.
before that.
Yeah,
Well, he broke a record with DJ Buckley.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did do that.
Spiffy Squirrel.
Ace Room.
Eastern, yeah.
Spiffy Squirrel.
Kangaroo, koala, bandicoot, bilby.
Bandicoots are real.
Bandicoots
I
are
thought that was just a video
I
game.
thought that was a game.
opossum. Possum. They separated opossum and possum. I didn't know they were different things.
Huh.
Quoll. Quoll. New words with friends word for me. Sugar glider. Marsupial.
What was the bandicoot?
Tasmanian devil.
Does it look
Tree
like the game?
kangaroo.
What was the name of it? It was something...
Crash.
Crash
yeah.
Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot. And it looks like a little, I don't know what it looks like. It looks adorable.
Looks
Look at
like...
that fucking thing.
It doesn't look like it's trying to crash into anything.
No. And that Tasmanian devil doesn't look like the one in the cartoon either.
Oh no! Oh, he looks not like
He's
that,
pissed.
but he's mad. Yeah,
He
he's not
can
happy.
mess shit up probably.
There's a hyena. What's a hyena?
It's just the fucking.
Just a dog.
It's just
No,
a
it's not a dog.
It's
It's
just a
close.
pissed-off dog.
A hyena is closer to a weasel. It's not a canine.
Man.
We're
I know.
learning so much,
Buddy.
Yeah.
about.
We
Fucking-
need you around more.
Preaching,
Yeah.
son. If only I
I
had
know the zookeeper. is what we'll call this.
if only I had marketable skills. I'll clean up on Jeopardy, but I don't have any marketable skills at all. Like I've got useless trivia knowledge that absorbs into me like a fucking mutant superhero.
I watched Jeopardy one time, and this guy,
One time.
the guy he had won a few times, right? And he was talking about, they asked him to tell a story, right? And he was telling a story about how he was in a store, and the guy was like, he was wearing his Jeopardy hat. And the guy was like, oh, you really like Jeopardy, huh? And he like smiled and was like, oh, you could say that. And then his girlfriend was like, oh, he won Jeopardy. And he acted like he was so humble because he didn't want to tell him he won Jeopardy.
Oh, but he
But
did
you're
that.
wearing a Jeopardy hat.
Yeah.
No one wears a Jeopardy hat unless you want people to ask about,
Your
did
Jeopardy
you
hat.
win Jeopardy?
Yeah, that's true. That's real true.
Don't pretend to be humble.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I feel I could probably win like 3 in a row if I got the right categories, but I wouldn't have enough stories that I could tell on television without getting in trouble.
And if you were...
Yeah.
And if
During
you,
that little interview part, they'd be
Like,
like,
edit
so
that
you
out."
did 15 lines of cocaine in one night. I'm like, yeah. Thought I was going to die, Alex. Chased it with a half gallon of Jack Daniels, didn't sleep for a week. They're like, oh, man. Next, Martha, you sew buttons.
and then all the categories are like drugs and alcohol.
And NASCAR.
What is
professional
alcohol
wrestling.
abuse?
Yeah. What color is your liver?
You're like... You're like, what is a Saturday night?
Yeah. How many cops did it take to get you in the back of the cop car that time? And what is 8, Alex?
You know, the questions that you ask on Jeopardy never would be the real answer.
I know.
If they
Yeah.
were like, what
Yeah.
is 8? If the
Yeah.
question were, what is 8? It wouldn't be, how many cops it took to get me in a car.
So another conspiracy. It's
Yeah.
bullshit, man.
Yeah, and then he shaved his mustache. You remember when he had the mustache?
Oh, it was a great mustache.
shaved?
And then he shaved. He's
Oh,
been
man.
shaved
Yeah,
for
it's been
years.
shaved. He grew it back, I think, a season or two ago.
And it's like, you can't just...
They had to drum up
No.
ratings, I think. So
You
they.
can't have a mustache and then just be like,
Yeah.
you know what, suddenly I'm going to be a guy without a mustache.
Well, Alex is a real smart ass too, but he's got the fucking answers right there.
Yeah.
Like they're right in front of him, and he's acting, oh no, so sorry.
I
Fuck
am-
you didn't know.
I am jealous that he knows how to pronounce everything.
Well, he works on that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, he rehearses that shit. Do you think you could do it? Let's do, read that.
What is?
All right, Dusty's going to audition. This is Dusty Slay auditioning for Jeopardy.
The categories are...
The host Jeopardy.
Theanine Serene with Relora.
Relora gets him.
Theanine Serene with Relora.
Now you're selling it. You're not even reading a question.
Yeah. You gotta.
I thought you did well, though.
Categories are sorbitol, stearic acid, modified cellulose gum, and silica.
There
I'll
it
take
is.
500 for silica.
Silica for 500, please, Alex.
Yeah.
What is silica?
We got
No, I'm
some.
asking. What is...
We got some GABA in here, 500
Yo,
milligrams
GABA,
of GABA.
GABA.
We got some taurine, 450 milligrams. We have L-theanine, 200 milligrams. Relora, 150.
All right, we get it. You can read.
Yeah, you can read.
But it's like this, they advertise theanine serene with Relora, right? But then, like, theanine is like the third ingredient. Like, that should be number 1.
I think this is bullshit, this whole thing.
Let's take
Laura
a couple of
with-
those and see how calm we are.
That's all I need is to pass out like a fucking tranquilized gorilla. We got a show to do tonight.
Maybe if you take those, you break out. That's why that poison ivy
Yeah.
cream's here.
You're real calm, but you're
Then the
itchy.
Neosporin.
Yeah. You get cut, so you put that on there, you need to calm down, but then you break out.
Yeah.
with
And then you
that.
just got a dream, man. Simplifying dream, you know?
And then you play...
What picture is
play
that that's
PlayStation.
down? I feel like you put that...
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
What is it? Let's find out what it is.
There's a picture behind Curtis that's... Okay.
I'm thinking someone's been masturbating with Neosporin.
What is that?
Because there's 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey, huh? How about that? Laying on he's acting like Curtis is going to act like it's not his.
It's that isn't mine, but I've watched that movie a couple of times.
How is it?
No, it's alright. I think I've never read
The whole
book.
deal is he's real rich and he wants to beat the
Yeah.
shit out of this
I
broad,
didn't
right?
understand like the whole beating. I can understand.
Is it like
the-
BDSM? Is it like a little ball gag, a little cat of nine tails, little?
But towards the end, it got a little more punishment. It was more like I just want to do this because I'm an asshole. kind of
Yeah.
thing. And it was like, you know.
A little rough, a little too rough for you?
Yeah, it was like, I'm going to punish you. She wanted it, but it was still like...
Did he
so
pay her?
fine.
Like, was she a high class, like, pretty woman, like Julia Roberts?
No, she's kind of like a nerd turned into a high class lady. You know?
Yeah.
It's like a nerd.
Did he pay her? Is he paying her?
He's buying her cars and...
And all she has to do is get beat up a little bit in the bedroom?
Yep, sign a contract, which she doesn't sign. It's weird.
Is that legally binding?
Not if you
they-
don't sign it, though. I think that you ruined the movie for us.
Yeah, I just watch actual porn. I don't need that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So, go...
The ladies seem to really like it. Hannah, have you seen that movie?
I read the book.
You read the book?
Yeah.
How was it? How many times?
Just once.
Mm.
It's really poorly written. I thought it was bad, but I mean, I understand why people are into it. Why women like it.
Yeah. Was it like
It's a
like
love
a
story. She falls in
like a
love
Red
with
Shoe Diaries kind of thing?
him. Pardon?
Like a Red Shoe Diaries kind of thing?
I don't know what that is.
It was an old Showtime special.
Like Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
I watched that. a couple
Yeah,
times.
it's a
the best
love
one.
story with BDSM themes.
Yeah. But she falls in love with him?
Yeah,
Because of his
totally.
money?
She loves him right away.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So he takes advantage of her love. Does he love her?
He loves her. Yeah.
Oh, so what the fuck's the problem
But
then?
he
They're
acts like he
both
doesn't
into
love
it.
her.
So they fell in love
That's
they fell in love early?
Kinda.
Well, it's the
Like love at first sight and then they just
well,
fuck
they
roughly?
They start dating and
He took her virginity.
Oh, how old is she? This is creepy now.
Is
She's
that-
old
did
enough,
that
right?
happen
She's
in
an
the
adult?
book?
yeah, no, it did.
Okay.
How many
Yeah.
times did she felt
She just
that?
looked at me like, no, it didn't.
Yeah, well, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, that's true.
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know, man. To me, it just doesn't seem like.
It started as just like a cheesy ebook,
Yeah.
and then it just took off.
Took off, yeah.
Yeah, she's not a good writer.
Why did they say 50 Shades?
Because they said the only thing I could reference in the movie was, this is 50 Shades of Fucked. And I was like, oh, that's stupid. Because they were fighting, I don't know. I was like, that's not even,
They said that in the movie?
yeah.
This is 50 Shades?
So they said
She did.
50
She
Shades?
did. She did, because they were arguing about
Oh,
something.
God. It sounds like they shoehorned that in there.
Yeah, they did. I was like,
Was
that
that
isn't...
in the book?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't really a good reference. Like, he could have did something to the suit. 50 Shades. He
I'm
could
going
have
to write a
50
50 Shades of Grey book.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm going to write a short story.
Make sure
I'll
gorillas
cut
in it.
out all the stuff. It'll be about two gorillas
Boxing a gorilla.
boxing,
Boxing an alligator.
Throw a
There-
little Rhonda in there.
their sexual experiences. 50 Shades of the Greyback.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
silverback, though.
So the dude's a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
So
There
she
was-
falls in love with a billionaire and then they fuck. Where's the suspense? What's going on here?
The old Tarzan was called Grey Strokes.
The dude was?
Yeah, that's what the movie was called, Grey Strokes.
Gray. Well, that's
So if this were, you could do 50 Shades of Grey Strokes and be that movie in Tarzan world.
Yeah.
So it's just a
or 50 Shades of Old Greg.
wiggle. So it'd be a wealthy Tarzan fucking Jane in the woods.
You get it. Oh, shit.
That's my mangina.
Yeah.
Uh,
I want to see
happened?
that film. I would love to see that film.
50 Shades of Old Greg. You ever seen Old Greg?
No, that's why I'm not laughing hysterically. Like,
Oh,
you,
dude.
I
You
don't
know
even.
right about Small Greg.
Yeah, I don't even know.
You watch Old Greg?
Holy
man,
shit,
You gotta
we
watch
got-
at least one.
Yeah.
What's old Greg?
I don't know what it's from, but
Yeah,
it's,
it's Body Boosh. It's
Body Boosh?
Mighty Boosh. It's some, what is it, British? Is it
Yeah.
UK show? And it's fucking hilarious.
it's really funny. Yeah.
Old Greg.
Old
I
Greg.
think it's before its time type
So-
shit.
Two Alabama boys are telling us about British literature over here.
Yeah.
Old Greg. Was it a TV show? What was it?
Yeah, I think it was a web series.
Just a YouTube video
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, and but they started making shows, and they put it on Cartoon Network, like Adult Swim, but they didn't last long. I think they did like maybe a season, and it was like, this ain't gonna work. That's what I said before. I guess before its time. I think if it was now, I think it might be alright. Alright. Well, we're at an hour and 3 minutes. You know what I mean?
We're doing a show tonight, right?
Yeah, we're doing y'all are doing a show.
Yeah. at
I hope you're doing
When
it.
is this gonna air?
TGIM.
Thursday.
Yeah, well,
Plug some- yeah,
I
y'all plug.
got DustySlay.com. That's my website, DustySlay.com, or it also looks like DustySlay.com. So if that's easier to remember,
Dust
Dusty's Lay.
D's Lay.
It's not that kind of website.
Dusty's Lay. Dusty Slay.
Or at Dusty's Lay on Twitter or Instagram. All kind of shows.
Is your schedule on your website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my website, at least for a couple months.
Mm-hmm. You can buy his album.
Sure can, Making That Fudge on iTunes or on my website.
Yeah.
You buy it on my website, I make more money.
So buy it on his website.
If you buy it on iTunes, it's easier for you, and it costs you the same. But if you want to help me make more money,
Yeah.
buy it on my website.
Hey, you've been waiting this long. Why not wait another day or two?
Right, so great.
Right.
55 minutes.
Yeah. Great album too. Great
Real
album.
funny. Real funny album.
Great album. What do you got? What do you got, Mr. Brad?
I don't have much, man. I got a Facebook and a Twitter and an Instagram and I don't know what the hell I got
You
going
got any
on.
shows coming up? Or you got any?
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Got a show in
Jackson, Tennessee, with the great Monty Mitchell. That'll be the 22nd
Okay.
of August, I think.
Oh, I'll be on. Can't talk about outcomes.
Okay.
But I'll be on Last Comic Standing on.
I like how he's like, can't talk about outcomes.
I can't. They told me that I'm not allowed.
You literally had to
Yeah.
sign something. Yeah.
But it's
Come
the
on.
22nd, July 22nd. It'll be on NBC.
I was in a Bud Light commercial that never aired.
Yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I felt like Dusty's bragging, so I'm going to brag too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can actually watch his. Mine might be airing in Taiwan right now for a test group of.
Yeah, you might be real
Sweatshop
popular
children.
in another country right now because of that commercial.
I might be,
And
man.
you show up and they're like, "Ooh, Bud Light, Bud Light."
And I'm like
Yeah.
a god to the Hondurians or
You got a
something.
statue and you don't even know
Yeah,
it.
that's bullshit. I'm missing out on some marketing, man.
You're like
Need to
in
get
that
some
Dawn of
pesos off
Justice
this deal.
trailer where it's like false gods. And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I need to capitalize on this bullshit.
Get it?
I'm just kidding. You guys should watch Dusty on there. I was just kidding about the one-upping. It's not one-upping anyway. It's a commercial.
And it may air.
It may.
don't know.
What if it aired during Last Comic Standing? What the fuck? Huh?
Then he would be still in your
Man,
spotlight.
no,
Yeah.
no. Well, maybe. I don't know. We don't. Is there a spotlight? Nobody knows. We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Dusty was elected president. Oh, we're not supposed to talk about it.
No, we won't.
Shit.
Well,
Shit.
I'll edit it.
I am running for president. I will be adding my name to the many, many Republicans.
Republican number 26.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been another episode. I know the manager and Brad and Dusty and then Hannah.
Hinderliter.
Yeah, and this is great. We had a podcast where you didn't ask us any questions.
I don't
It was
need to
great.
ask
I was
questions.
worried that
hardly
you
ever.
would go, how'd you get started in comedy?
No.
How long you been doing
No.
comedy?
No.
Who are some of your favorite influences?
What's your craziest experience?
How's the road?
Does that happen a lot? It happens a lot, doesn't it?
Well, not that I'm on a lot of podcasts.
He's like, "Well, technically, this is my first.
I mean, yeah.
We don't do comedy. Traveling band of jugglers. Jugglers, not juggalos.
We're gonna be at a bar.
Yeah. Bar.
At a bar.
TGIM.
I guess we
We're
don't.
gonna be opening for an open mic.
Yeah.
yeah. You'll be headlining for an open mic.
Yeah.
No, they go on after us.
Yeah.
So they're headlining for
open
us.
mic-
True.
The open mic is the headliner.
That's true.
Are they going to come before? Did the comics come before and watch?
Yes.
So they don't just wait outside for the headliners to stop and then
No, they're not. No,
they're not bougie.
no, we're not too good.
Bougie.
There might be one or two that's like, I
Well,
don't
then
like,
they can go
I
fuck
don't-
himself.
You know, they probably were like, yeah, I'll come see Dusty. Oh, who's this Brad guy? No, I'm gonna wait
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. He's not making any fudge.
Alright.
Or maybe the opposite. You know, maybe they're like,
We heard Dusty on iTunes. We don't need to hear him again.
They're like, we get it.
Yeah.
You're in a trailer.
Grandma's boobs. All right.
Yeah. You get it. You like looking at old titties.
Are you stopping it? Are you dropping the mic? What are you doing? Are you out of batteries? What's happening?
I'm waiting for
You got to change your talk boy? Is that a talk boy? What is that?
I'm fixing a taste.
Yeah, that's really what it is. We just talk for a long time, then he tases us.
Takes our money.
I know the manager, his name is Curtis Blow. He don't get high, but baby, if you want, he'll go down low. Doing a podcast on a random Thursday night. Curtis Blow, he's gonna make you feel alright. I know the manager, he knows what's going down. He'll make you laugh, but he damn sure is not a clown. I know the manager, and this man, he's got clout. He's gonna make you scream, you know he'll make you shout. He's gonna make you scream, he'll know he'll make you shout.